Have you ever woken up and felt like your body hit the snooze button, even if your alarm didn't? Maybe your joints feel a little stiff, your mind's a bit foggy, and instead of feeling ready to start the day, all you really want is to crawl back under the covers. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And here's the good news, it doesn't have to stay that way. You see, the way you start your morning can change everything. I'm not talking about complicated routines or spending hours doing yoga on a mountaintop. I'm talking about small, simple habits, things you can do right in your kitchen, your bedroom, even before your feet hit the floor, that can completely transform the rest of your day. Whether you're 60, 70, or even pushing 90, you still have the power to wake up strong, energized, and excited for what's ahead. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 morning habits that can help you feel more alive, more focused, and more in control of your day. These aren't gimmicks or quick fixes. They're easy, practical things you can do, starting tomorrow morning, that will leave you feeling better, inside and out. So grab a warm drink, get cozy, and let's talk about the first habit that can change the game. Let's start with something simple, but powerful, waking up just a little earlier and giving yourself time to ease into the day. Now, I'm not saying you need to jump out of bed at 5 a.m. like a Navy SEAL. What I mean is giving yourself a gentle, peaceful buffer between sleep and the busyness of the day. If you normally wake up at 8, try setting your alarm for 7:30. Not to rush, but to breathe. To stretch. To start your day with intention, not chaos. When you wake up earlier, you create space for yourself. Maybe that's time to sit by the window and enjoy the quiet. Maybe it's just enough time to make your favorite tea and actually taste it instead of gulping it down. That extra time tells your brain and your body that you matter. That you're not rushing through life, you're living it. And over time, that small change can give you a surprising boost in energy, clarity, and even confidence. Now, once you're up, no matter what time it is, your next move is just as important. And no, it's not checking your phone. It's water. Yep, plain old water. Because here's the thing, after 6 or 7 hours of sleep, your body is thirsty. Dehydration sneaks up quietly, and when you're over 60, it hits even harder. Headaches, dizziness, even joint pain, they're often not because you're getting older, but because you're not drinking enough water. So the moment your feet touch the floor, reach for a glass. Not coffee, not juice, just water. Think of it as your body's wake-up call. It helps flush out toxins, gets your digestion going, and jumpstarts your brain. If plain water feels too boring, add a squeeze of lemon or a slice of cucumber. You'll be amazed how something so small can make you feel instantly more alert and refreshed. And if you're someone who struggles with morning sluggishness, water might just be the best-kept secret you've been missing. Now, picture this, you've woken up a little earlier, enjoyed a calm moment, and had your glass of water. That's already a solid start. But here's where we really start to shift gears, movement. I'm not talking about going for a 5-mile run or sweating it out in a gym. I'm talking about gentle, intentional movement right in your living room or bedroom. Something as simple as 5 to 10 minutes of stretching can wake up your muscles, loosen your joints, and send a powerful message to your body, we're alive, and we're ready. Think about how your body feels when it's been still all night. Your back might be tight, your knees might creak a bit, and your shoulders might feel like they're glued to your ears. That's completely normal. But movement, gentle, kind movement, unwinds all of that. Try rolling your shoulders, lifting your arms overhead, doing light neck rolls. Even standing up and reaching down to your toes can bring blood flow to your muscles and energy to your whole system. And here's a little secret, stretching in the morning can actually help prevent falls later in the day. It improves your balance, your coordination, and it keeps your muscles strong. Plus, it just feels good. It reminds you that this body, your body, is still working for you. Still strong, still capable, still yours. Now that we've covered giving yourself time, drinking water, and adding gentle movement, you're already building a solid foundation for a good day. These are habits that don't require any fancy equipment, no apps, no subscriptions, just you, showing up for yourself. And that's something to be proud of. But we're just getting started. Because as good as water and stretching are, there's something else that can lift your mood, sharpen your focus, and give you a reason to smile before you even leave the house. Let's keep going. Because as good as water and stretching are, there's something else that can lift your mood, sharpen your focus, and give you a reason to smile before you even leave the house. It's something so many of us overlook in the rush of everyday life, starting the day with a little dose of gratitude. Now, before you brush this off as some trendy idea, hear me out. Gratitude isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to notice what is good, right now, in this moment. And that shift in perspective? It's powerful. It has the ability to brighten your entire day before it even begins. Here's how you do it. Before breakfast, before checking the news or turning on the TV, take a quiet moment, just 60 seconds, and think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. In fact, the smaller, the better. Maybe it's the warm blanket that helped you sleep. Maybe it's the smell of your coffee brewing. Maybe it's the photo on your nightstand, or the way the morning sun hits your window. These little moments of gratitude tell your brain, this is a good day. They reduce stress, boost your mood, and help you feel more connected to yourself, to your life, to the world around you. And when you make this a habit, you start to see more good things throughout the day. It's like flipping a switch in your brain that says, let's look for the light. Some folks like to write their gratitude down in a little notebook. Others say it out loud. You can even say it to your pet if you want. Trust me, they'll love the attention. However you choose to do it, the important thing is that you're making space in your morning for something positive. Something that comes from within you. And that kind of positivity? It sticks with you. And now, with your body moving, your mind calm, and your heart in a good place, there's one more habit that ties it all together. It's one I believe in deeply, especially for those of us who've lived through a few decades and know just how precious each day truly is. It's nourishment, real, intentional nourishment. I'm not just talking about food here. I'm talking about what you feed your body and your mind. But let's start with breakfast, because that first meal sets the tone for everything that follows. And here's the truth, what you eat in the morning can either lift you up or drag you down. Think about how you feel after a sugary donut or a bowl of cereal that's more like candy. Maybe there's a quick burst of energy, but an hour later, you crash. You feel sluggish. Maybe even cranky. Now contrast that with a breakfast full of real, nourishing food, maybe a couple of scrambled eggs, a handful of berries, a slice of whole grain toast, or a bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon and walnuts. Nothing fancy, just real food that fuels your body and keeps your blood sugar steady. The difference is like night and day. A solid breakfast helps you think more clearly. It gives you the strength to move your body, run errands, or even enjoy a hobby. And if you're someone who takes medications in the morning, eating well helps them work better and keeps your stomach from getting upset. It's not about following a diet. It's about choosing foods that love you back. And don't forget your mind. Nourishment also means being mindful of what you let in, what you watch, what you listen to, what you read first thing in the morning. Instead of jumping into the news or scrolling through stressful headlines, maybe listen to a calming song. Or read a few lines from a book that inspires you. Or just sit quietly and look outside for a few moments. Your mind, just like your body, needs good fuel. Especially in the morning, when it's at its most open and sensitive. So why not give it something beautiful? Something hopeful. Something that reminds you, this day is a gift, and you get to decide how to unwrap it. So now you've given your body time, water, movement. You've given your heart gratitude. You've given your brain real, steady fuel. And already, your day is on a whole different path than it was before. It doesn't take hours. It doesn't take perfection. It just takes a few small, thoughtful choices. And with those choices, you're saying something important to yourself and to the world. I still matter. My day still matters. My life still matters. Let's keep this going. Because now that you've nourished your body and your mind, there's one more habit that really ties everything together. It's the habit that gives your day structure, meaning, and momentum. And the best part? It doesn't cost a dime. I'm talking about setting one simple intention for the day. Think of it like this: when you were younger, your schedule probably ran itself. Work, raising a family, appointments, responsibilities, life was loud, busy, and nonstop. But now, with a little more space and quiet in your life, it can be easy to drift. To feel like the days all blend together. That's where intention comes in. Setting a daily intention is like planting a small flag in the ground and saying, "This is what I'm choosing today." It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be something like, "Today, I will take things slow." Or, "Today, I will reach out to someone I love." Even something as simple as, "Today, I will smile at myself in the mirror." What matters is that you choose it. That you're not just reacting to the day, you're stepping into it with purpose. Some people like to say their intention out loud in the mirror while brushing their teeth. Others write it down on a sticky note or a little card and keep it on the table next to their coffee. However you do it, what you're really doing is reminding yourself that your time is valuable. That even in retirement, or in quieter years, you still get to lead your life, not just follow it. And here's something beautiful I've seen happen with this habit: when you set an intention, your whole day starts to shift in that direction. You notice opportunities you might have missed. You take actions that feel more meaningful. You reflect more deeply at the end of the day. That simple morning sentence becomes a kind of anchor, something that keeps you steady no matter what the rest of the day throws your way. And let me tell you something, from one human being to another, you deserve that kind of direction. That kind of choice. You've lived through so much, you've overcome struggles, heartbreaks, changes you never saw coming, and yet, here you are. Still waking up. Still trying. Still becoming. That's something worth celebrating. And that's why these 5 morning habits aren't just about having a productive day. They're about honoring this chapter of your life, the wisdom, the freedom, the clarity that only comes with age. They're about creating mornings that serve you instead of drain you. Let's take a breath together. Right here, right now. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Feels good, doesn't it? Now, let's just take a moment to bring it all together. When you start your day by waking up a little earlier, not to rush, but to breathe, you give yourself space. When you reach for that glass of water instead of skipping straight to coffee, you tell your body it matters. When you stretch, even just for a few minutes, you wake up your muscles and protect your strength. When you take 60 seconds to notice what you're grateful for, you shift your heart into a lighter place. When you eat a real, nourishing breakfast and feed your mind with positivity, you build energy that actually lasts. And when you set an intention, you give yourself purpose, a quiet sense of direction that keeps you grounded all day long. These may sound simple, and they are. But don't mistake simple for small. These are the building blocks of a life that feels good from the inside out. And when you put them together, morning after morning, you begin to feel something powerful growing inside you: momentum, peace, confidence. You start to feel like yourself again. And I want you to know, it's never too late to feel good again. To feel energized, sharp, and excited for the day ahead. No matter your age, no matter what yesterday looked like, you can choose a better morning tomorrow. So give yourself that chance. You deserve it. And now, if any of this resonated with you, if you felt a little spark inside while listening, I'd love to hear about it. Share in the comments, what's your favorite morning habit? What helps you feel strong, calm, or joyful when the sun comes up? Your story might be just what someone else needs to hear today. And if you found this video helpful, take a second to hit that like button. It really helps us grow this community. Don't forget to subscribe for more gentle, practical, uplifting videos made especially for you, because your journey doesn't end at 60. In many ways, it's just getting started. Here's to peaceful mornings, strong bodies, sharp minds, and hearts full of gratitude. Here's to you. And here's something I'd love for you to remember: this isn't about perfection. You don't have to do all 5 of these habits every single day. Life happens. Some mornings are slow, some are painful, and some, well, you just want to pull the blanket over your head and forget the world. And that's okay. The goal isn't to create a rigid routine that feels like a chore. It's to give yourself gentle tools you can come back to. Tools that support you. Remind you who you are. Help you feel alive and present in this moment, not the past, not the worries of the future, just today. Just now. If you wake up tomorrow and only manage one of these habits, maybe you drink that glass of water, or you take 30 seconds to say, "I'm grateful for the morning light," then that's enough. You showed up for yourself. You lit a little candle inside your day. And over time, those candles add up. They light the way forward. And don't forget, every time you choose yourself, every time you say, "I matter," you're not just helping yourself, you're showing others it's never too late to live with intention. Whether it's your children, your friends, or someone in your community watching you quietly from the sidelines, you're leading by example. You're showing that aging isn't about slowing down, it's about tuning in. Waking up to what truly matters. Let's be honest, the world doesn't always make it easy to grow older. Sometimes it tries to make you feel invisible, like your best years are behind you. But I'm here to tell you, that's not true. Not even close. You have so much life left inside you. So much heart. So much strength. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, this season of your life can be one of the richest, most meaningful chapters yet. And it can all begin with how you greet the morning. That's the beauty of it. You don't need fancy tools, expensive memberships, or the energy of your 30s. You just need to give yourself a little care, a little kindness, and a little consistency. That's all. And what you'll get in return? Peace of mind. A stronger body. A brighter spirit. A day that feels worth waking up for. So tomorrow morning, when your eyes first open, take a breath and smile. You've got this. You've got you. And hey, if this video gave you something to think about, if it helped you feel seen or inspired in any way, please take a moment right now to like the video. It helps more than you know. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We've got more uplifting, practical, heart-centered content coming your way, all made with love, just for you. And before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one morning habit that's made a difference in your life? Or is there something new you're excited to try after watching this? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. This isn't just a channel. It's a community. And your voice matters here. So here's to gentle mornings. To strength that comes from within. To living with joy, presence, and purpose at every age. Take care of yourself. You are important. You are loved. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a brighter morning too. Here's to you, and to all the beautiful mornings ahead.